Hi everyone and welcome to Math 130 Computer Literacy. This is the course in which you will learn or really review what you know about computers. Now, this is not a computer application class, so you're not going to be working on Excel or PowerPoint or Access or Word. What you will do is learn how to incorporate those activities, those applications in problem-solving situations. And you're going to learn more about what computers are and why they're being used. All right, so this will be a more interesting course for some of you who really enjoy looking at the background of computers. And for those of you who like to manipulate the software, there's also room for your ability to do this. All right, so you'll notice the announcements page, ladies and gentlemen. I made the course already available so that you could take a look at this before the class starts. Classes start August the 27th. Remember that this is a totally online class, which means everything will be, all of your assignments, lectures, PowerPoints, everything will be online. You will communicate with each other, with me, via discussion board, discussion board, or text or email. There will be, and you'll post your assignments in Blackboard. There will be no face-to-face meeting. So anybody who has a burning desire to see each other and touch each other, make sure that you understand that this is not that type of a class. You will be totally online, and you will have to discipline yourself, as you well know if you've taken other online courses. This is not a hybrid class. This is totally online. We never meet. This is the only way we're communicating with each other is via videos or discussion board or any other type of information any type of media that you'd like to communicate. All right, let's take a look at who I am so that you can get that first. I know you're all itching to know about the course, but I want to make sure that you understand this is a picture of who I am. It's not that much different than what I look like right now. You don't change that much in a year. All right, here's my Hostos email address. I will communicate only via email. I want you to be aware, ladies and gentlemen, that if you send me a personal email or any questions via personal email, I may not get that personal email, and you'll be screaming all over the place, I'm not responding, because Infotech, all right, that's the department that works with all of the information technology that we use here at the college, may block personal email accounts and expect only to use the Hostos email. So I want you to be aware of that. I will communicate to you via Hostos email. If you're not comfortable or uncomfortable or don't know how to get your Hostos email, go to C595 immediately. That's the whole idea of presenting the the Blackboard site before classes start so that you're aware of all of this. So please make sure that if you don't know what your Hostos email is, please go to C595. That's the computer lab that's open to the entire college. My office number is here, and my cell phone is right here. I live on Long Island. That's why you see the 516. And you'll see a little bit of the story of my life. You can certainly tell from my accent or my dialect that I am not from Long Island. I was originally from Spanish Harlem and grew up in the Bronx. And for the last 40 years, I've lived on Long Island. Anyway, be that as it may, I've given you my cell phone. Now, the reason for giving you my cell phone is not so that you could sit down and chat, because no one is going to make a collect call or all of that stuff. But the point is that I would like you to contact me either via email or text me via my cell phone. Please, if you have to call me for an emergency, but remember, I am mostly in class or in meetings or taking the subway or driving. I am not sitting in front of my computer 24/7. So when you don't get a response right away, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I'm at a meeting or in class or on public transportation or driving. So the best way to get in touch with me is either through email or text. This way I can see it and respond to you the best way that I can. Certainly if I'm at a meeting, I'm not going to stop the meeting just to respond to you, nor am I going to be, I don't take my cell phone with me to class. Don't even think of that. All right, unless I'm doing an in-class assignment with students and using the cell phone. All right, so I just want you to be clear on that. I have indicated that in the discussion board as well. Okay, a little bit about who I am, and that's all well and good. Now let's take a look at the textbook. All right, and you can see the name of the textbook and where you can get the textbook. Okay, so this is how you get this. Any questions about that? Please put them in the discussion board, and I want to show you the discussion board. Any questions that you have about the class, an assignment, anything that is general, that is going to affect all of the students in the class, or that you think might affect all of the students in the class, please post those questions here. Because if you have a question, probably 90 other students have the same question. And I am not the only one who has the answer to the question. If you're asking about understanding software or a chapter, everybody else has read the chapter. Everybody else has played with the software, so they might have answers for you faster than I. And particularly, some of you work like at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm not exactly up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes when you send me something via email or text, I have to figure it out or digest it before I give you an answer. Someone in the class may be able to do this very rapidly, so that's why I asked you. The only thing that you do not put on this Q&A are your questions about grades and anything personal. The entire class does not have to know about your questions about grades or anything that's personal. All right, so now let's take a look at what we have to course information before we figure out what we have to do. All right. Here's the description of the course, expectations in the asynchronous environment, all of this. Please read all of this. This is very, very important. What are we doing in this class? All right. In this class, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your syllabus. Okay. I also have another office hours on Thursday. Just realized I didn't put this there. Okay, this is right. This section is writing intensive. Read through what this says, and also the importance of going to the writing center. Gen Ed, because this is college and not a business school. Student learning outcomes, your learning styles. Follow-up assignments, required text. Showed you that already. Exams, you have a midterm and a final. All assignments, everything is due by the due date. If you do not submit them by the due date, and those of you who already know about me know I'm serious about giving zeros. The idea is not to give you zeros. I don't want to give zeros, but to make you aware that their deadlines are important. All right? If you have problems with taking the midterm or the final, and you'll know it in advance because I'm going to show you the assignments, please send me an email or a text letting me know what your problem is. Don't wait until the day of the midterm or the final or any assignments to let me know your problems. All right, so you can see the number of chapters that we're going to cover. You'll see the number of formal writing assignments that we're going to. This is just the minimum. It's not all of the assignments. All right. There is no extra credit. You're going to ask me for extra credit, and there's no reason why anyone should ask me for extra credit, because once you complete all the assignments, there should be no problem. There is no extra credit, and there is no incomplete for this grade. I expect that everyone wants to learn how to the material, wants to get an A in this class. I assume that you want to get an A in this class and that you will work towards getting an A. Formal writing assignments, and you already saw 2, are worth 45%. All right, so that's 45% of your grade is based on the formal writing assignment. And that's only 2 of them. There are some others that I showed you that those are the most important. The others will add to that formal assignment. You'll have an e-portfolio to complete. These are the grades. There's no R grade. This is a college level class. The date for the final exam, and I'll go over that in a minute. Anyone who does not submit any assignment beyond the introductory assignment within the first 3 weeks of the class is considered absent. So make sure that you are aware of the attendance policy in an online class. You have to submit an assignment within the first 3 weeks of the semester. All right? Any questions on that? Please put it in Q&A. That's not something, unless there's something personal that you have to let me know. All right? So please go over the syllabus. All right, and let's go back to assignments. Right, so first assignment, and you'll notice obviously I've made this class available before August the 27th, which is the first day of class. So if you look at the assignments, you have part 1. You also have the Are You Ready? All right, you click into that, and you'll see the link for the Are You Ready? That is due September the 3rd. And there are instructions on how to submit an assignment, which you will have already learned in the Are You Ready? The introductory assignment, introduce yourself and working with numbers. So there are 2 discussion board assignments. All right, introducing yourself. I've created a video thread of myself so that you can see what I look like in person besides the avatar. And you are going to respond to that voice thread by creating your own voice thread. And what I want you to talk about is your name, your major, the reason that you took this course, and the way you expect the course to build on your professional image and skills, and anything else that you want to share with the class. No more than 1 minute. No more than 1 minute. Okay, make sure you realize no more than 1 minute. All right, and remember to dress somewhat professionally, because this video is going into your e-portfolio that you're going to create. So last year, a student submitted her video in pajamas. Obviously, she couldn't submit that in her e-portfolio. All right, and then there's a question I'm asking you. You are now enrolled in Math 130, which you know to be writing intensive. You will also interpret graphs, charts, and tables in this forum. Share with your class your feelings about working with numbers and your feelings about working with writing. So just give us a little thought on that. Okay, not anything profound. You don't have to do a paper. You don't have to do an analysis. Nothing at all. I just want to get your opinion. All right. You'll notice in the assignments. Let's go back to assignments. All right. There's some important notices: declaring your major, the midterm, the date for the midterm exam. Okay. And the last day to withdraw from a class, the last day to file for January and February graduation, and why you have to file for graduation. This is not high school. No one's going to come over and say to you, congratulations, you're ready to graduate. You have to file. Right, so the instructions are there. The midterm and the final are online. You can see that. Those are the dates and the final. All right, so both the midterm and the final are a 24-hour period. And I'll give you more instruction as we get closer to the midterm and the final. Right? So this pretty much gives you an overview of what this course is all about. You can see it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of work only because it takes time. Writing takes time. You can't roll out of bed and give me something and say you expect an A on this. No, writing is important, as you can see in the writing intensive section of the course syllabus as well as in the course information. All right, so I take your writing seriously, I take you seriously, and I expect that you will get an A in this course. Not just you, but everybody in this class. I expect an A. This is not a hard class. I'm not asking you to get the formula to cure AIDS, and I'm not asking you for peace treaty agreements in the Middle East. I'm just asking you to complete assignments on a timely basis and to have fun while you're doing this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the best. Enjoy the rest of the summer, and I will see you online. Enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.